Hi guys, I'm Des and I'm going to show you how I tease hair pieces for FCA, and I'm going to use this mannequin head here that I have. It's Jenna's, she's let me borrow it, so I've already pulled it up into a bun and I have it here. I'm going to share with you some tricks as we go, and maybe some of you already know, maybe some of you don't, I'm not sure. What I do is I have the bun in, and I usually secure it with 2 ponytails. It's already here now, but I use 2 ponytails. And I choose different color ponytails. And I will tell you why. When you're taking the hairpiece out after the competition's over and you're not sure what ponytail is holding the hair on, what ponytail is holding your child's hair on top of their head, it's nice to have it color coded. I like it. That way I know how I can pull that hairpiece out. Another thing is when you get your hairpiece, it's gonna come nice and soft and silky and shiny, and it's got this big pocket here, this big net pocket. And I know a lot of us, our kids don't have enough hair to fill it. So one of the tricks that I do is I just go to the dollar store. I got some scrunchies. After I put the bun up in the head, on top of her head there, I just layer some scrunchies on there. And that gives a little bit, gives it some more thicker, and it makes it a lot more fuller, and it fills up that net that's inside the hairpiece, so it's not feeling loose. A lot of times the hairpiece isn't really loose, it's just the net on the bun that feels loose because our girls don't have big enough buns. So so that's what I do, and that'll help pick up some of that space that's in there, because that can be pretty big for some of the little girls. So when you get your hairpiece, it's going to be, like I said, nice and soft and silky, and it's going to have like this crease in it just because, you know, from shipping and packing and everything. So the first thing we'll do is we'll put the hairpiece in, and I'm just going to loop it around one time like this, and you'll pull it over your bun. I'll turn this sideways so you can see. Pull it over the bun like this, and then you just draw the string out to the side to tighten it. That's the nice thing about this mannequin head here. Just draw this out to the side like this, tighten it up, and secure it on there. And then you can just twist it around the hairpiece and then just secure it off to the side where you're not going to see it because the bow is going to be there. So now we have the hairpiece on, and you can see it feels nice and tight, and it's got the nice high bump already. One of the other tricks I have picked up over the seasons is the more centered you have the bun and the hairpiece on top of the head, the less likely it is to slide back as they're performing. If you start with the bun and the hairpiece already here, it's got nowhere to go but down. And the energy that they have and the head twirls that they do, we want to help them out as much as possible by keeping it, you know, high and up and nice. So I always start it like right here, right in the center, put the bun right there, and then it has more of a stable spot. So I'll turn it back around like this here. So then, like I said, so we just got it out of the package. It's kind of got that crease in there, so I'm just going to take a regular straightening iron. This does not hurt it. I never use any hair protectant on it or anything like that. It is natural hair. You can curl it, you can straighten it, you can do, you know, whatever you would normally do. You know, even if it was your own hair, you can do whatever you would normally do with it. So I'm just going to straighten it. I have the straightening iron on medium heat. It's not, you know, scorching temperature or anything like that. Just hit it a little bit, get that crease out of there so that you have a nice straight hair piece to work with. So I have that all done. Also, if you can see that, it's nice and straight, that crease is kind of gone out of there, and you're good to go. The next thing that I do is, because it's so soft, it's not really going to hold a tease or anything like that. So I really sprayed up with dry shampoo. This is not expensive dry shampoo at all. They do make it 2 different kinds. They make dry shampoo for light hair, and then they make dry shampoo for dark hair. I did go out and buy both colors because I knew I was going to be doing some hair pieces today. I think I got this at Sally's Beauty Supply. It was $4. So I don't spend a lot of money on product at all because you don't really need to. So I don't get tricked by those name brands. So get it all nice and sprayed up with some dry shampoo. It's going to keep it shine. It's not taking away any shine or anything, but it gives you something to hold on to when you're starting to do the teasing and everything. So here we have it. It's nice, it's straight, it's dirtied up a little bit with some dry shampoo. I'm going to turn it sideways so that you can see how I'm doing from the side now. Here we go, there's this. So the other thing I use is just volumizing powder. Again, I have two different kinds. Honestly, I get whatever's on sale. I don't spend a lot of money on product. I'm not fooled by a lot of those name brands. I just get whatever's on sale and it works beautifully. I've never had any problems. I've never had any complaints. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up and I'm going to pull out a piece of hair that's going to go in the front. And I'm going to do absolutely nothing with this first piece of hair. I'm just going to like brush it up. I'm going to smooth it out. I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to grab just a ponytail. I'm going to grab a ponytail and I'm just going to do this to it just to hold it out of my way. And this is going to be my smooth over piece after we're done. One of the things that I do, I like to tease and then fold it forward. Let's do this. I like to tease it and then fold it forward as opposed to teasing and then pulling it back. Just because I like it to be high, and when you tease it and pull it back, to me, in my mind, it's just like weighing too much backwards. I'd rather it stay up high. So I just take it, and when you get in here and you see these hair pieces and you'll see how it's sewed and how the hair is sewed into the net, it almost has it segregated for you. Can you do that? Yeah, see how that is right there? That's the net. You just run your comb all through there. And then I will put some powder on it and tease it. One of the things that we want to do this year is we want the girls to not necessarily be identical, but it would just, the goal is to be cohesive. So there's, that relieves us moms who are doing hair so early in the morning. I think that relieves a lot of pressure off of it having to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be nice and it has to be cohesive with the rest of their team. Some girls are going to want to maybe wear a braid across their bangs. Some girls are maybe going to want to wear it just pulled straight back. I know that my girls just like it pulled straight back. And but identical is not what we're going for this year. I think Flo is more into it being just cohesive. So what I'm doing is I'm just pulling back. I'm on my third piece right here. Usually takes me maybe about 4 or 5 pieces. And as I go back, I'm just running the tail end of my comb along the net of the hair piece. And as you can see, I'm getting it right in there where it's sewed. That spot right there, that's the net. And then this is the next piece of hair. So I'm just going right along that net as my guide. And all I'm doing is I'm brushing it up. I put the powder on there, as little or as much as you want. I figure it's cheap enough, I'll just use as much as I want to. And then I tease it about 1/3 of the way up and then I smooth it. So I'll tease it from the back about 1/3 of the way up and then smooth it up. Tease the front of it and then smooth it up until you get it about 1/3. Like this, and then I just let it lay over forward. So that's my third section right there. And you just kind of go from side all the way over to all the way over. It looks like I'm going to get maybe 5 sections. Yeah, 5 sections out of this hair piece. And again, just following right along the thread mark of the hair piece. Just have your tilt her head forward a little bit. More powder. And then just tease it, like I said, about 1/3 of the way up. And then smooth it. It doesn't have to look pretty. It doesn't have to have a shape right now. It's all we're doing is just giving it height and structure at this point. And then the next step will be to shape it and smooth it over. So, and I think you You could probably get this done in maybe 20 minutes. Like I said, there's no pressure to have it perfect. There's no pressure to have to match or be identical to anybody else. Everybody can be unique, and as long as we are all cohesive, that is the main goal for this year, I believe. Okay, so this is my last piece. Okay, and then I'll just smooth that up like that. So I have all my pieces teased, and they're all folded forward. So now what I will do is, I'll start to pull them back over, and I'll shape it as I pull it over. I have my hairspray right here. I use Got to Be Glued, Creature of Habit. That's what we've always used. That was the advice that was given to me years and years ago, that it was the best hairspray. It kind of is. If I am going to splurge on anything, it's going to be the Got to Be Glued. I don't really splurge on anything else. So I'll spray it a little bit, just very lightly, because I don't want it to be wet. I don't want it to be too tacky. So now we'll just do the opposite. I'll start pulling those pieces back over, and I'll hold the part that I teased, and I will just start to smooth it down. All those end pieces that I left out. Again, this is not going to look pretty, and it doesn't have to look pretty underneath. It will look good after we get it all done. Smooth it down. She can lift her head up. And then I'll pull the next section over. And that's when I'll start to shape it and around the head like this. We're not looking to have it be so wide. I think Flo has expressed that she wants it to be at least as high as the bow, a little bit higher than the bow, but it doesn't have to be very wide. Okay, so we do that. I'll just give it a little bit of a spray. Smooth it out as we go. You take your pick and you can pull out any folds or any catch-ups that you have in there. Then we'll take the next piece. Start to shape it around. Again, see how we can pull this out, make these little longer pieces. These are beautiful. And I'll give it a little spray. And I'm going to turn this head so that you can see what I'm looking at from the back. This is what it's starting to look like so far from the back. See, I'm just starting to do some picks, using my pick and dragging it, filling in any holes or empty spots. I'm starting to shape it as it comes around like this and smooth it down. So I'll grab the next piece, pull it. I'll give it a little bit of a spray. I like to spray it each section as I bring it back, just so that it has a little bit of discipline, because I don't want any flyaways or anything like that. I want it to be disciplined while I'm trying to shape it. And when I put something in a spot where I want it, I'd like for it to stay. So I will go through there and I will pull it down, smooth it, shape it. Like I said, this one, see, like, you won't see all of this when we're done. We're just looking at, this is the part that I left smoothed out. Shape it, smooth it, and I'll give it a quick little spray. And then that way too, you don't feel compelled at the very end to spray it really heavy so that it penetrates the whole way through, because you're spraying it each piece as you bring it back. And then this is the next piece, just bring it through, smooth it over. Like this. Super easy. I'll turn this around here so you can see what it's looking like. And we still have a few layers to go, but I'll give you another quick peek of what it's starting to look like. This here, and then I'll just spray it a little bit more like this. See, See, so you didn't see any of that stuff that's underneath of there. And this piece here, this is our last teased piece. Let me turn it to you this way. Just do it like this. And this is like, you know, you get to the front. I just grab it down here where it's teased, and I start to widen it out. I start to pull it and shape it. So it starts to take a shape of how we want it to go here. Spray it, shape it, like I said, pull through any things that look like you have any gaps right there. Come over here, check out this side. And the only thing I'm using this whole entire time, I use a regular brush to pull all of the hair up, put it in the ponytail, put the colored ponytails on it, and the scrunchies. And the only other tool I've used this whole time is just regular teasing brush. I think I got it at Walmart for $2.99 2 years ago. I'm not sure. Let's see, so here we go. This is pretty much going to be the shape of our hair piece. That's it. So we have this shaped, we have it pulled up. Right here is where the hair piece attaches to the head. And then here it's got the shape. Everything right here. Now here's the piece that we left unteased. I'm going to take this ponytail off. This is the piece that we're going to use to smooth over. And what I'll do with this is, real quick, I still have my straightening iron on, so I'll just hit it with a straightening iron real quick. Make sure that's super smooth. And no kinks or anything. And like I said, I got it maybe on a medium heat. I'm not burning my hands or anything like that. And I'll just lay it across the front and give it a quick little spray. And then I just start to shape it and smooth it over any of these other things. This is going to hide all of that tease that's on the front crown of the hair. You'll still see a little on the sides right here, but that's okay. We have a bow, and that bow will hide all of that. Give it another quick little spray. Smooth it over. Make sure you have it just how you want it. Maybe I'll spray the back a little bit more. Here we go. So we have this unteased part, just smoothing over top of here. Maybe pull this out a little bit. Get that to where it lays nice and flat to where you're happy with it. Like I said, we're not going for identical this year. She's more going for just cohesive. So we have that right there. And then I give it like a really good spray here. I'm going to spin it around so that you can see it. And this is what it looks like from the back when it's completed. So that's what it looks like from the back when it's all done. I can do this up here now. And this is what it looks like from the front. Now, I know that you're probably wondering, or maybe you even said out loud already, I didn't put the bow in. Where's the bow? I always put the bow in last. Because I don't want my bow to get the residue of hairspray on it. I don't want it to be dull. So here's another little trick that I learned throughout the years. So I have a hair bow. Grab another ponytail. I have a hair bow, and right here, it's got 2 ponytails in it. This is how I put the bow in the hair. I'll take a third ponytail. See if you can see this. I will wrap it on and pull it through like this. So it looks like that. Okay, so you have your bow, and we've tied that third ponytail onto it like that. And this is where I would have one of the girls hold the bow right here like this, and I will take it and I'll stretch it under, and I'll go underneath of the hairpiece, all the way underneath all of it, to where this bow comes out on the other side. And I'll take the bow and I will feed the ponytail over the bow like this. And tuck it behind. So I'm not putting the ponytail over the bow. I'm not putting the bow over the hairpiece. I have my hairpiece exactly where I want it, exactly how I like it. And I just wrap the bow on and I put it on that way. And then again, that's a colored ponytail. So at the end of the night, when I'm trying to take it out, I know that I'm looking for a red ponytail to take the bow off. And I know that I'm looking for a yellow ponytail to take her hair out of the bun. And everything else is color coded. And then if you do get a couple little pieces out of place when you're putting that bow in, just give it one little smooth over. Take a look at it. Spray it, and this is what it looks like with the bow on the front. This is what it looks like on the back. This side. And then there you go. You can see, I'll give it to you on side again. You can see the bow is right up here at the hairline. This is just the elastic strap that was used to tighten it, but that's where it is right there on the hairline. There. And that is how I put the hair pieces in and how I tease them. And if you need any help, I'm always around. Just find me. Thanks. Okay. So I wanted to just tell you again real quick, because I know that I had mentioned some things when I was doing the hair pieces. This is all I use when I'm doing a hair piece. I have my rat tail comb I got from Walmart, $3. I have a wooden brush. I probably paid $3 for it at the dollar store. Volumizing powder. Name brand is no preference for me. Whatever's on sale, that's what I get. I have, like I said, if I'm going to splurge on one thing, I would splurge on the Got to Be Glued. I do like it. It does a great job, and it holds everything in place. So this is the only name brand thing that I specifically go looking for. I would splurge on that. And I have the scrunchies that I use to thicken up the bun, to take up all the space from the net, and the color-coded ponytails that I use to designate hair, bun, hairpiece, bow. And then the dry shampoo, and that's it. That's all I use on any of those things. I don't have no surprise products, no $50 products. I think all of this together total less than $15. So I just wanted to throw a recap in there of that, of all the products that we have. So real quick, I just wanted to make another quick little demonstration. If you had left your hairpiece at the gym for me to tease it for you, thank you. It makes me feel really good. You put your faith in me to do that. You received your hairpiece back like this. I put it in a little container here for you, and it was all teased, and there you go. So when you take it out of the box, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna have that little bit of a bend there. It may look like it's just a slightly misshapen because it took the form of the box. I'm gonna show you how, like, don't panic, that this is perfectly fine, it's perfectly normal. So you're just going to put the hairpiece, here's my mannequin, you're gonna put the hairpiece over the bun, like this. Same as what you did, same as what I did when I put the new one on. And then I'm just gonna put this to the side here so you can see it. So it looks like just like this. Grab the net, pull it over. Make sure, what I'm doing right now is just feeling to make sure that the net is all the way down around the bun. And then you just pull the string out and you tighten the string. And then so you pull the string out and you just tighten the string, and then I just put it back here, bundle it, put it in the ponytail, underneath the ponytail, and hit it with a bobby pin. So this is what it looks like. It's just straight on. right out of the box. Might look a little bit here or there. Like I said, it took the shape of the box while it was after I had done it. So all you have to do is just take it, grab your little comb, pull it up here, stick it in there. Most of us grew up in the 80s, so we know what it's like to have big hair. You just maybe want to give it a little bit of a touch up here. Spray it up. Pull this side over here a little bit. You know, just shape it again the way before it came out of the box, or before it went into the box. Like this. And then again, the back, it's got that wave to it. And if you want to do absolutely nothing, that's fine, because the girls do not have to be absolutely identical. If you just want to leave that curve in there, that's absolutely fine. It just looks like it's a natural wave in her hair, and there's nothing wrong with that. But again, this is real hair, so you could actually take your straightening iron, you could just hit it around on medium heat is what I use. Hit that each piece a few times. I usually hit it and give it a curve under because I like that. I think that that looks really nice. So I just wanted to show you guys this real quick, because if you did get one of the hair pieces, I didn't want you to think that you couldn't touch it, you couldn't make adjustments to it. You absolutely can. This is just like real hair. This is real hair. So you can just do anything that you want. So, have that all done, straightening iron. I'll pop her head off. See, so you can see the curve is out. It's nice and straight. And that was done with a straightening iron on medium heat. Put the head back on, and then you can just put the bow on the way we did before. Wrap it down around underneath of the hair piece. Have it come up on this other side, like that. And then there you go. And that's what it would look like just right out of the box.